Hi everyone, let's get the international greeting out of the way. Hola, aloha, ciao, salut, ni hao, namaste, ohayo, yakamasma, здравствуйте, привет, buna, jindubri, sziasztok, hello, sincha, yabasio, tere, salam alaikum, sasyakam, marhaban, merhaba, habiri, and shalom. My name is Brunel. Welcome, people of the world. Thank you for joining me. So we are doing a foundation review and wear test today. It is the new Maybelline Dream Urban Foundation. Why they decided to call it urban, I don't know, but if you're living in the countryside where it's not for you, you carry on milking the cows. So I'm only kidding. Right, so the foundation comes in 20 shades. By the way, if you want to skip straight to demo, you're very welcome. So it comes in 20 shades. It is a lightweight full coverage foundation. It is dermatologically tested, suitable for sensitive skin, non-comedogenic, which means it doesn't block pores, clinically tested to lock in a moisture, suitable for normal stroke dry skin types, full coverage with a lightweight feel, flawless, natural looking skin, and benefit of SPF 50, people. Yes, the sun's out. We need to protect ourselves even when we're dark skinned. And broad spectrum anti-pollution, and that's that. So even though it does say it's for normal to dry skin type people, I'm extremely oily, and I mean extremely oily all over my face. There isn't an area that doesn't get oily. It isn't just a case of kind of a T-zone. However, what I have discovered is actually that in the summertime, I actually prefer lightweight. I would like full coverage, but I need them to be lightweight as well. And I'd rather go for a lightweight foundation and then I'll put a couple of coats in rather than going for full heavy coverage foundation. Now, don't get me wrong, I love my Huda foundation, but it is a full-on, full coverage, heavy feeling foundation, and for me it just doesn't feel right me wearing it in the summertime. And having tried the different foundations, some with some glow to them, which I normally used to avoid, I've discovered some proper gems, and in some cases they've performed way better than the matte foundations that I used to love. So that's why I am trying this out. So if you are extremely oily, we shall see how this works out. Maybe this is worth trying. The price for this, I think, is £10, and it comes in where is it? I've just taken the packaging off. I've taken the cover off. This is a cover. It's a squeezy bottle. It has a shelf life of 12 months, and you get 30 ml in here. The shade I have is 348, which is Cafe au Lait. Now, they were really close between 348 and 346. I decided to go for 348 because it looks a bit more golden, whereas the 346 had a bit more red to it. And I used to get away with it, but for some reason my skin's changed. And also, before I keep going, this foundation initially when I'm going to put it on is going to look lighter than my face. That's because, as you can clearly see, my face tends to be darker than my neck and my chest area. When I match my foundations, I don't match them to my face, I match them to my neck, because when you're extremely oily, once there's the oil, initially when you do a darker foundation, everything works out and you've highlighted. Problem is for me, when the oil start breaking through, the actual wrong shade that I've initially put through looks really obvious and looks absolutely horrible once the oil start popping through. That's why I don't go for a darker foundation, because I know some people will think, hey, you're going actually too light, and why don't you do? There are reasons for it. So I match my neck. I also don't put foundations around my neck. I know that my arms are darker, but when it gets really hot in the summertime, it's a family thing. It's a genetic thing. Some parts of me go lighter. This chest area never tans. It goes lighter. So that's why I have reasons for choosing these shades. So enough yapping. I'm going to squeeze a little bit at the back of my hand here. So you can see it's a fairly runny foundation. Oh, right. So we're just going to go couple of drops more. Hopefully this is going to be the right shade. If it's not, well, we'll just have to make it work. So as you can see, it's dripping. And this is I'm just trying this one out. This is the Real Techniques foundation blender brush. So nice and thick. So I'm just going to try that. Yeah, so you can see, oh, comes out light. I did warn you. I'm not too sure about the undertone for this one. Maybe I should have gone for the other one with a bit more red, but you know what, we'll make it work. It is very light coverage. By the way, I've got a primer on. I've got the Becca Evermatte Poreless primer on. I always put that. I always wear primer. It is definitely lightweight. See, now it doesn't look too bad. There's a slight sheen to it, but nothing excessive at all, actually. And after full coverage, I think this is more medium coverage. We're going to do the first, I said the brush has taken some of the product, so I'm just going to go back over it with a couple, that much, and then we're just going to apply that all over. Right, second layer in place. I'm a lot happier with the coverage with the second layer. So what I'm going to do now, it is now 11:36, so I'm going to go and finish off the rest of my face and come back to you. Right, this is my face all done, so I'm going to be back in probably around the 4-hour mark, so probably around 3:30, around that time. I'm just going to go and pop out. So far my feeling is it is very, very lightweight. I would say it's a medium to full coverage buildable. There isn't anything I'm overly impressed by it, to be honest. It's just it didn't actually blur any imperfections or anything of that sort, but then again, it didn't claim to do that. Also, what else? My feeling is that if you've got hyperpigmentation, especially where you've got really dark spots, you will need to color correct before you put this on, because even after 2 coats, I still managed to see a few marks underneath that I've got here. But I'm just going to leave it as it is, and we are just going to test it out and see. So I will see you guys very, very soon. Bye for now. Hello, good afternoon. It is now 19 minutes past 4, so in about 10 minutes or 11 minutes time, 11 minutes, we would have had this on for 5 hours. I'm so sorry if you hear the drilling. My neighbors have started drilling again. A-hole on a Sunday afternoon. Who the hell needs to be drilling at this time of the day? But yeah, anyway, so hopefully you can still hear me fine. Would I recommend this as an extremely oily person? Personally, it's actually a no, unless you want a foundation that's light, because it still feels very light on the skin. Actually, it doesn't feel heavy, even on the shiny nose that I've got here. Can you see your own reflection? Can you cover your eyes, gonna be blinded. So even with this shiny face here, my skin still feels very, very light. So if you want a foundation that's light, that's buildable coverage, but one where you're just gonna pop out for a few hours, 4 hours or something like that, or 5 hours, and you don't want something that's too expensive and you use one of your more expensive foundations, then I will say go and get this one. But just remember, be mindful, you're not gonna have it lasting. Actually, around the 3-hour mark, I start to see the shine, which kind of indicates to me that as a super oily person, it's a no. To be fair, they did not actually recommend this for oily skin people. So, but I just wanted to try something different because, as I said, I've explained earlier the reasons behind that. But if you have got dry skin and you want something that's still full coverage, that's actually hydrating, this actually is really, really hydrating. And on top of that, you've got the SPF, which helps protect your skin against the UV, whatever. So there are reasons for getting this depending on the kind of skin type you have. I can't think of anything else to say. I don't think I feel the need to actually really wear this for another few hours and come back to you guys. I know how I feel about this. This one is just going to go elsewhere, go in a bin, or I'm going to try and find if I can pass it to someone that I know. I was going to say, yeah, I know my mate, yeah, but she's white, so that's never going to work. Yeah, my mate's got a kind of dry skin, so she does need something that's hydrating, luminous and stuff, but yeah, the shade's never going to work for her. No. Okay, so that's it. I don't think there's anything else. If there are any questions, then of course ask away, and I'll come back to you as quickly as I can. I appreciate you taking the time to watch this video. If you haven't subscribed, then do consider subscribing, and also commenting, and yeah, thank you everyone for watching, and I'll see you guys very, very soon.